Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Now, we'll get to the Trump docket and the Eric Adams docket in a second, but on Monday, yesterday, Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, at least 6 lawsuits filed against Sean Combs here in the SDNY by the Busby firm of Houston, Texas. We've written some of them up, and we're going to go in and dig into some of the others. There have been some changes demanded by the clerk's office because the name John Doe was in all caps. But there's, John Doe at Macy's. This is a case we're zeroing in on, and we may have something at the end of this broadcast on that. In any event, there's of course the criminal case with its May 2025 trial, but these civil cases are something, and I'm comparing it, I guess you could say, like Epstein. They created a victims fund. What's going to happen here? Where's all this money going to come from, and how are the cases going to play out? Will they be consolidated? To whom will they be wheeled out? Inner City Press, we're all over it. Also on the Eric Adams front, it seems like there's an indictment every week. We've done a song to that effect, but we'll see what this week brings. But we're working toward a project on this, going back through time into the past of Eric Adams, including a previous DOJ investigation of him before he was mayor. So watch this space for that. On the Trump docket, he's now seeking the sentencing in the Judge Merchan's state quote-unquote hush money trial was put off until after the election, but now he's asking the Second Circuit to take a second look at Judge Alvin K. Hellerstein here on the 14th floor, summarily rejecting the federalization of the case. We'll see what the Second Circuit does. Not so sure. We're covering closely. We also covered the UN. Yesterday, the UN, of course, wasn't closed, so we checked in on them. And I have to say, although the UN takes 2/3 of its money about Africa, the only thing that they're bloviating about now is the Middle East, and it is serious. The only problem is they're mostly defending themselves. They're defending UNRWA, they're defending UNIFIL, not seeing what's taking place right underneath their guard towers. It's a joke, and it's something that they ban the media that wants to ask about it. There was a Turkish incident way back that we reported on where the guards of the Turkish president broke the rib of a UN security guard, and they hushed the whole thing up. We alone reported it and suffered the consequences. In any event, we're going in. Here's the contrast that I wanted to make, and I think I'll do it while I'm out here. Why not? Epstein, they say, paid for it on the Upper East Side, Florida, and St. Bart's, with a booker and a sad madame. Boy Schiller hooked up the victims fund. Combs, he says, did it with bodyguards and threats of death in Macy's in 2008. And now the Busby firm. Okay, we're going in. We'll have more on all of these topics. InnerCityPress.com.